Hello everyone, my name is Abhishek and you are watching the Nursing Mindset. Welcome to my video. Without wasting your time and my time, let's start the video. As you can see from the thumbnail, this video is based on assignment on infection, biomedical waste, nosocomial infection, hospital equipment management. Subject is Nursing Foundation, BSc Nursing, first year. So let's start. First of all, in this video, what is infection? The lodgement and the multiplication of the parasite in or on the tissue of a host is known as infection. Initial infection with a parasite is known as primary infection. Subsequent infection with the same parasite in the same host is known as reinfection. When the primary infection lower the resistance of the host and the later get infection with another organism, it is known as secondary infection. When a patient already suffering from a disease acquire a new infection, it is called cross infection. When cross infection is acquired by a patient during his stay in the hospital, it is known as hospital acquired or nosocomial infection. When a parasite after infection remain in a latent or hidden from form for some time and it proliferate and produce clinical disease, when the host resistance is lowered, it is known as latent infection. Next is source of infection. Infection may be endogenous due to the organism of the normal flora of exogenous due to organism diverged from the source of outside body. Endogenous infection, these are also referred to as the auto-infection. Organism of the normal flora are usually non-pathogenesis, but occasionally they may lead to infection. Next is exogenous infection. Most of infection are exogenous in origin. The source of exogenous infection are under first human cases are carrier, animal cases carrier, and insect environment. First is human cases and carrier. The commonest source of human infection is man himself, who may be patient or carrier. Infection due to some organism are acquired mainly or exclusively from the ill person. Example: AIDS, syphilis, gonorrhea, pulmonary tuberculosis. Second, animal cases and carrier. Certain pathogens are capable of causing infection in both man and animal. Therefore, animal may be act as the source of infection of such organism. Infection disease transmitted from animal to man, either directly or indirectly, or a sector, are known as the zoom. Insects. Blood sucking insects such as mosquito, tick, millets, flies, lice act as a source of a number of human and animal infection. Insect transmitting pathogens are known as vectors. Last is environment. These include the soil, water, and food. A few infective diseases of man are caused by separating microbes derived homosoil and vegetarian. For example, source of tetanus and gas gangrene bacilli remain variable in soil as a source of infection. Next is direct, indirect. Direct involves contact of a susceptible host with a contaminated intermediate or contaminated gloves that are not changed between the patient. Additionally, the improper use of saline flush, syringe, vital, and bag have been implicated in disease. Needle droplet transmission, with droplet are production from the source person mainly during coughing, sneezing, and talking, and during coughing such as bronchoscopy. Transmission occur when the droplet containing germs from the infected person are propelled at short distance through the air and deposited on the host body. Airborne transmission occur by the dispensation of the either airborne droplet containing microorganisms that remain the that remain suspended in the air long period, or dust particle containing the infection agent. Microorganism carried in the manner can be depressed widely by the air current and may become inhaled by the susceptible host within the same room. Common vehicles. Transmission applied to microorganisms transmitted to host by the contained item as food, water, medication, devices, and equipment. Vector-borne transmission when vectors such as the mosquito, flies, rats transmitted microorganisms. Nosocomial infection. What is nosocomial infection? Nosocomial infection are infections which occur as a result of treatment in a hospital but secondary to patient and originally condition. Infection are considered nosocomial if they first appear 48 hours or more than hospital administration or within 30 days after discharge. Nosocomial comes from the Greek word nosocomian meaning hospital. This type of infection is also known as hospital acquired infection or ventilator associated pneumonia, Streptococcus bacilli, Streptococcus maltophilia. Transmission microorganism are transmitted in the hospital by the several route, and the same microorganism be transmitted by more than one route. There are fine main route. Next is contact transmission. The most important and frequent mode of transmission of nosocomial infection is divided into two subgroups: direct contact transmission, indirect contact transmission. Direct contact involve a direct body surface to body surface contact and physical transfer of the microorganism but susceptible host. An infected or colonized person such as occur when a person turn a patient, give a patient a bath, or perform other patient. Next is type of hospital waste. Non-hazard waste, hazard waste, potentially infection waste, potentially toxic waste. First is non-hazard waste. What is non-hazard waste? Include kitchen waste, journal, office waste, paper, newspaper. Second is hazard waste. These wastes are dangerous. Example: blood, body fluid, chemical, toxic drug. Non-hazard waste had two types: potential infection, potential toxic waste. First is potential infection waste. Include dressing soiled with blood, pus, body fluid, laboratory sample, tissue, lymph organ, etc. The potentially toxic waste include the radioactive waste, chemical waste, and pharmacological waste. Hazard associated with hospital waste: hepatitis B and C, HIV/AIDS, nosocomial infection, environment pollution, recycling of infected, disposal syringe needle. Next is decontamination of the hospital waste. Disposable terms such as the glove, syringe, IV, bottle, catheter are punctured. Multiple disposal syringe needle to be cut by syringe cutter. Chemical decontamination and the deep burial dilution of the chlorine compound. Segregation of the waste in the color bag. Black color bag. This bag is used for the collecting dry waste material which is not infection material like the paper, plastic, carbon boxes, and other dry waste generated in hospital office. Red bag. This bag is used for disposal of plastic collected from OTS, ICU, and wards. Yellow bag. This bag is used for the highly infection bag item like the pathological waste, human anatomical waste such as the body part, imputed parts, organ, tremor, placenta, carcasses. Blue or white opaque bag. This bag is used for collecting the segregation metal sharps such as needle, blade, saw, scepter, and glass pieces. Broken glass sharp should be collected in the blue bag. Next, the classification of the waste: journal waste, kitchen item, offices, paper, pathological waste, body tissue, infected animal, radioactive waste, implemented equipment, chemical waste, cytotoxic drug, chemical infection, was blood, body fluid, sharp bladder needle, pharmaceutical waste, expired drug. Next is prevention. Isolation. Isolation precautions are designed to prevent the transmission of the microorganism by the common route in the hospital because agent are host factor and are more difficult to control. Interruption of transfer of microorganism is directly. Next is B, hand washing and gloves. Hand washing frequent is called the single most important measure to reduce the risk of transmitted microorganism from one person to another or other one side to another on the same patient. All visitors must follow the same procedure as hospital staff to adequately control the spread of infection. Apron. Wearing an apron during the patient or reduce the risk of infection. The apron should either be disposable or be only when the caring for the specific patient. Mitigation. The most effective way of controlling nosocomial infection is to statically implemented quality assurance measure to the healthcare sector. Universal precaution, essentially universal precaution are good hygiene such as the hand washing and the use of the glove and other barrier correct sharp and aseptic technique. Condition indicating additional precaution, disease with the airborne transmission. Disease with droplet transmission and mumps, rubella, influenza transmission of the direct or indirect contact with the dried skin. For example, colonization with MRSA. Any combination of above may be required to come into contact with patient. Biomedical waste definition. Biomedical waste management has been defined as the waste produced during diagnosis, treatment, immunization of human being, animal research activity in production of testing. Importance. A point, management of biomedical waste is very important to protect and maintain hygiene environment. Nowadays, environment pollution is on rise. Every effort is being taken by government to reduce it. Next is promote the health of the human being and other being creatures, and biomedical waste contribute to infection. It may important to dispose of biomedical waste as biomedical waste management rules are modified by the government on time to time. Biomedical waste management has become a legend obligation. Next is category of biomedical waste. Category number 1, waste category: human anatomical waste, treatment, insertion and deep burial. Category 2, waste category: animal waste, animal tissue, organ, body part, carcasses, bleeding part, fluid, blood, and experimental animal waste. In the research waste generated by the veterinary hospital, colleagues discharged from hospital, animal house. Treatment, incarceration, and deep burial. Category number 3, waste category: microbiology, biotechnology waste, waste from the laboratory, culture stocks or specimen of microorganism, line or unnaturalized vaccine, human and animal cell culture, toxin, dislike, and devices used for transfer of culture. Treatment, local autoclaving, microwaving, and incineration. Category number 4, waste sharp needle, syringes and scalpel, blade, glass, etc. that may cause puncture and cuts. These include both used and unused sharp. Treatment, disinfection, autoclaving, microorganism, microwaving, and multivation. Shredding. Category number 5, discard medicine and cytotoxic drug waste and comprising of outdated, contaminated, and discharged medicine. Next is treatment, incineration, destruction, and drug. Category number 6, waste category: soiled waste contaminated with the blood and body fluid, including the cotton dressing, soil, plaster, cast, line, bleeding, other material contaminated with blood. Treatment, incineration, autoclaving, microwaving. Category number 7, waste category: solid waste, waste generated from the disposal item other than generated waste, sharp such as tubing, catheter, intravenous, etc. Treatment, disinfection by chemical treatment, autoclaving, microwaving, and shredding. Category number 8, wave category, waste category: liquid waste, waste generated laboratory and washing, cleaning, housekeeping, and the infecting activity. Incineration, ask from the incineration of any biomedical waste. Treatment, disinfection by the chemical treatment and discharge into the drain, disposal. Category number 9, waste category: chemical waste, chemical used in the production of the biological, chemical used in the disinfection and insecticide, etc. Chemical treatment discharge into the drain for the chemical and liquid and secure and fill 4. Solid medical equipment management in the hospital. In order to provide comprehensive treatment for patient, there is standard set of equipment that all hospitals should have ready. This list of the medical equipment can often be republished as well as new, allowing hospital to afford to carry reserve for these key pieces. First, hospital stretchers. Transporting patient is important when the dealing with the emergencies. This piece of equipment is an absolute must have the hospital to keep one-handed as patient route through their care. Defibrillator, commonly used in life-threatening situations such as cardiac arrest or tachycardia. Defibrillator restore normal rhythm of the heart. Third is anesthesia. Anesthesia machine. Anesthesia machines are designed to provide an accurate and continuous supply of medical gases to maintain a proper level of anesthesia to patient. Modern anesthesia machines include added tools such as ventilator, suction unit, and patient monitoring devices. Patient monitoring monitors. Patient monitor are standard piece of medical equipment that keep accurate track of the patient condition and state of held during and other surgery. They are necessary for the adult, pediatric, and neonatal patient sterilization. Sterilizers. Hospital sterilizers kill all form of the microbial life, including the fungi, bacteria, virus, spores, and all other entities present on surgical tool and other medical item, and autoclave sterilization equipment and supplies using high pressure stream from the short period of time. 6. ECG machineries. Electrocardiogram machine record the electrical activity of the heart over a period of time and allow healthcare provider to monitor the overall rhythm of the heart, identify any abnormalities. 7. Surgical tablets. Surgical tablets are the necessary for the hospital for patient preparation, surgical procedures, and recovery. The pie of the equipment are essential. Its blanket and the fluid warmer body temperature that are not maintained during the surgery can lead to post-surgical complications such as the perioperative hypothermia, prolonged hospitalization, and the recovery, and increase in the risk after infection. That is blanket warmer and fulfill warmer as so essential for the hospital to home. Bibliography. Book source: a textbook of Nursing Foundation, Kaur Lakhvinder Kaur Maninder PV, published international Wikipedia.com and www.nextstepinoriginal.guides. So this is the assignment on the infection by medical waste and nosocomial infection hospital equipment management. Hope you get information from this video. Like the video, comment the video, and subscribe my channel for more latest and informative video. Thanks for watching this video.